Who among everyone in this world has not had a dream of having sex with one of their parents?
Right here! Right here! Who? Right here! Present!
After drinking some alcohol, she took a knife and cut open a gash in her taint, thinking it would release her labia, trapped underneath. She then took photos of it and published them on the image hosting site, Imager.
What?
Good quality time. Can have it one.
The slap is crazy. Nah, the slap is crazy. No. Hey everyone, welcome back. It's me. And today we're reacting to Christian Conference of History Part 51 by General Saimir 2.1. I'm gonna try to sit through like 4 of these parts, so you may be watching them like a few days between each other. If I'm wearing the same clothes, just know I'm doing this back to back. Just stacking up all that trauma. It's all hitting me all at once. So if you guys, I don't know, care about my mental health or whatever, go ahead and like the video. Maybe even subscribe, I'm just saying. We've been doing this for a while. We're gonna finish it this summer. That's right, yo. After these 4, well, I guess like the next 4. So like by the time we get to 54, that's when we'll start the actual summer of Christian, where we'll be doing Christian every week, multiple times a week at that, not even just once. So everyone strap in. If you guys excited, let me see some yippies. Put some yippies in the chat. But yeah, let's get into it. Whoosh. The following video contains descriptions of self-inflicted bodily harm. Whoa, that's new. All right, so you guys heard me. It's out there, or it's gonna be in this video.
What is the attraction? What keeps us fascinated?
Is it bad that it's almost like nostalgic to watch this now? Like, is it getting to a point of just being like, man, I remember watching this like 3 years ago. Hey, I got the exact same AC. That's actually crazy. I have the exact same AC behind the camera. Wow, it's almost like I'm in it. Wow. Part 51. I did not know 50 was L. Still crazy.
On June 17th, 2016, Christine uploaded a YouTube video in which she reads the first chapter of a work of online fanfiction called Unicorns, Rainbows, and a Bluebird of Happiness, written by Kiwi Forums member Reverend Lovejoy, who frequently communicated with her, posing as an online friend. It was later revealed that William Elliott Waterman had regained Chris's trust and had convinced her to start making the videos because he told her that she would likely receive monetary donations from people in return.
So, reading fanfic. That's interesting. I don't know. I never really got the appeal of reading fanfic. I never tried it, so hey, I might just be a hater. But like, isn't like most of it like the imagination? Like, isn't the most of it like, yeah, Gustavo, yeah, you're getting that. That's what I imagine it's about. So if you're reading it, doesn't that take away the imagination aspect? How about someone tell me if you like fanfic, you tell me if Chris reading it is doing it for you. You just not like that. Not like that. Don't tell me that. Don't tell me all that.
Thank everybody for their donations. We received a generous amount. My mom chose the term red flag.
The first term, red flag?
Distress. But anyway, she got her medication for her asthma, so that's good. Very good. And with a little bit of that, I had to pull her bank account out of the red because a couple of automatic drafts. But anyway, we still need money to help us be able to eat better.
Correct me if I'm wrong. Okay, I'm sure someone could correct me on this far better than I could ever learn, right? Chris could work a job, right? This isn't like a situation where like they just couldn't work. Chris could work a job. Because I remember a long time ago, I don't know which troll it was. They all blend together except for Blue Spike. And obviously Liquid Chris, the glorious king. I remember one of the trolls was like, why don't you just work at Walmart? You can get a job at Walmart. I'm assuming that still stands. So yeah, get a job at Walmart, dude.
For the rest
Duder.
of the month. But but also our electric bill came, and it's due immediately, rounding up to about $200.
Oh, that ain't nothing.
Anyway, in the meantime, I'm beginning a new series of a recommended story called Unicorns, Rainbows, and a Bluebird of Happiness.
If this is not about Mordecai and Twilight Sparkles, I will be so upset. Wait, it might actually be about that. Wait a minute, I just thought about it. Wait, unicorn. I'm pretty sure she's a unicorn, right? Isn't that like My Little aren't ponies somewhat unicorns in some way? Rainbows. I'm sure there's a rainbow in that sphere somewhere, and then Mordecai would be the bluebird. He's not always happy. I mean, he's kind of happy. I guess that works. I mean, we'll see.
I have not read this thing, though I started to recently. But I checked with my friend who assures me that it all ends a lot better than the way it sounds at first. So anyway, it'll be like a chapter per day, every other day or so. But anyway, we're doing this. I'm gonna start reading chapter 1. Chapter 1, Laundry Day.
Okay.
Let's see. Do I have everything? An average-sized man with pink hair said with a smile as he stood in the center of his bedroom wearing a light blue tuxedo, as well as a pair of pink and blue checkered pants.
She would continue to read through the book over the next 2 weeks, recording only the first 4 chapters out of the 14-chapter-long story.
I don't think that's Mordecai.
On June 19th, Chris wished a happy Father's Day to all to-be, still alive, and departed fathers, honoring her own father, Bob Chandler, by
Rest in
posting a
peace.
previously unreleased photograph of him. 3 days later, Marvin, former Major Troll, Kiwi Farm's moderator, and administrator of the Quickie, leaked a recent video of Christine in which she advertises her services as a prostitute. The reasons for production and means of acquisition of the video are not certain.
Hello, lady.
So, like, you guys know how I'm gonna be watching like like 3 or 4 of these, right? Coming down with a little bit of cold, if you can't hear it, my very, very clogged. How can I say this without getting myself demonetized? What the like, I'm gonna censor that out, so it's gonna sound like I said the curse word. Trust me, I didn't. We kind of just skirted past a lot. So Chris is doing what now? Advertising what? This is in the thumbnail. If this is not in the thumbnail, I have failed. All my years of YouTubing had led me down a path of wrong. Well, we've been through that. It has led me down even more path of insanity.
Days. How'd you like to spend a little quality time with this sexy bod, huh? These sexy breasts. And the thing that I was wrongfully born with down there. Ooh. Good quality time. Can have it one.
The slap is crazy. Nah, the slap is crazy. No. The slap is so bonkers. Why would you... What is wrong with this world? What choices have I made in this timeline to be able to see this?
Way. Or we could play it the lesbian way. So, for $50, we could do a cuddle. For $100, we could do pretty much near anything.
Wait a... Whoa, what? So for $50, right? I don't understand how the price market works in this type of job, okay? Surely someone can correct me. $50 for a cuddle. First off, that gotta be one hell of a cuddle. That has to be like you're going into a coma type cuddle. 2, what happens between $50 and $100 to where you can do anything you want? What? You start off with $50 at a cuddle, And then at some point, the moment you hit 99, it's just everything goes out the window. You can just do anything. What the diddy?
I don't do anal, though. I don't do anal. But
So it's not everything. You lied. False
I can
advertising.
even romp with toys. And I have lots of hidden potential. So send an
Please.
email.
Not the pillow.
Give me a response. Tell me one little lovely, sexy evening with Miss Stephanie Buscakes.
That will be a generational run in the group chat for the rest of history. Miss Stephanie Bust Cakes. Hold on. I'm taking a photo of that name. That name will be ingrained in my psyche to the day I die. Miss Stephanie Bust Cakes. I'm putting that name in the title. Chris just gave me my whole goddamn thumbnail and title. Thank you. Oh my goodness. Oh, Miss Steph, I'm so glad that we started with this part, because this will be carried across every other part from here on out.
Advice to the email only. Nobody with STDs, and only women of any orientation need apply. Well, straight, lesbian, and bi. Y'all got the pussy.
I hate it here. I hate it. I want to go home. I want to go somewhere else. You know what I just thought about? I just thought about this. Chris becoming trans is like it's like these girls didn't. And I know someone told me this already. I've read this comment before already. It's like, these girls won't date me. Maybe if I go undercover, I might just get them. Chris is like, gotcha now. You thought I was a trans woman? No, it's all a hoax. I got you.
I'm very happy to work.
Please don't.
With a little bit of that.
Please don't. Oh God.
I meant to show up a booty.
Well,
Does booty look good enough for you?
no, not at all. I hear a killer. The simp outside. Hold on. I think I want him to see this too.
Whatever daddy wants, daddy gets.
Sit down in the chair.
Okay. Am I already put on a shirt?
No, you should be fine.
Okay. What the helly?
Don't worry about it. Here,
What
put
the
these
hell,
on.
Jan?
Put these on.
Wait, why'd you look out your door like that?
What are you talking about? Okay.
Y'all got the pussy? I'm very happy to work. With a little bit of that. I meant to show up a booty. Did booty look good enough for you? So, respond.
I just woke up 10.
So
I haven't seen anything else except Instagram Reels and then this.
So the question is
I might go put a toaster in the tub right now.
this enough booty for you?
I might leave. Smash though.
What?
What?
Well, I think I know what I'll get Dave for his birthday. Only $50. Because why would I spend $100? $100 is quite a bit. $50 should be more than enough. This is where Cure the Simp hits
On
the
June
line.
26th, Christine posted a short random thought on Facebook, simply writing, "Hosiery and stockings are one of society's non-conforming garments." The next day, Chris wrote a rare tweet on the social media site Twitter, directed at her half-brother, Cole Smithy, angry at him since he apparently lived in New York's bleeding Carnegie Hall.
What? Wait. Okay. Wait a minute. Jenno, I'm all over the place right now. We just spun into a prostitute subplot. And now we're talking about Carnegie Hall. I feel like we didn't really address what came before. I feel like we didn't really talk on what came before. I think we need to kind of work through that. You live in bleeding Carnegie Hall with $2,000 rent a month. You can afford to help your own mother. What is with like like, okay, well, this is Twitter, but what is with people beefing on Facebook? Y'all remember that? I don't know if people still do it nowadays, but remember back in the day how I don't know, man, I just keep repeating the same shit. Like, I'm just a broken record. Like, the problem is like I react to these so few and in between that I just forget everything I said before until I start saying it. But whatever. You know, like how old heads be fighting on Facebook? Why? What, like family members be beefing, aunts and uncles, and mothers and daughters be beefing on Facebook. Like I be sitting there watching my family beef on Facebook, like in the web. Like I'm in all of your guys' friendships. Why are y'all beefing? It's insane.
Cole Smithy, angry at him since he apparently lived in New York's bleeding Carnegie Hall, with rent set at $2,000 per month, and so could also afford to support their mother, Barbara. Later that day, Chris wrote a heated Facebook post elaborating on the same topic. This just in! Hashtag Joseph Cole Smithy, residing in Carnegie Hall with wife as early as 2000. More than $2,000 a month's rent. Pissing and burning away money. Should really be sharing it with his caring biological mother and sister. Mother paid his way through schools. Paid for his car, reared him with lots of love and care. Mother and daughter really could use financial help. Cole hates his own mother over father issues and false rumors spread by aunts and uncles.
That's what it was. I was wondering, like, I was thinking, like, okay, what was the reason that he stopped, like, interacting with him like that? But it was because of Robert. I don't know. Obviously, this feels weird. You know, hot take. You know, it feels weird that I don't like the idea of like, oh yeah, you have to do this because of biological connection, especially when it's only because Chris doesn't want to do the work themselves to actually like help get themselves out of that situation. So it's gonna be a no for me, brother. It's gonna be a no for me.
Contacts neither his mother or sister. Sister, Christine Weston Chandler, quoted, "We hardly ever hear from the b****erd."
Did you just quote yourself? Did FN just quote themselves? What the FN? Like, come on.
TS is quoted to be world's smartest a-hole. Update. I just relearned and confirmed with a past signature care package sent to Cole last Christmas that he currently lives a few buildings down East 90th from Carnegie Hall. But he did live at Carnegie Hall as early as 2000, as confirmed by a Christmas card mailed to our mother, December of 2000. This was a couple of years before the b****erd disowned her. The block must still have very pricey rent anyhow. Money burner.
The entitlement. I just, like, my biggest pet peeve with people is just entitlement. I can't stand it. Like, it's one thing if Chris like, please help us, please. But if you're gonna be like, you got all this money, you ain't sharing? I have this money. Not we, not Nintendo, I. Nintendo, don't sue me, bro. I don't got that much money. Please.
The post also included a new drawing in which Cole sits in his Carnegie Hall residence, literally burning a box of money, originally designated for his mother and sister, by throwing it into the fireplace. At the same time, his TV shows a report of the Chandler's house fire.
Yo, if I had enough money just to be throwing away to be burning, I mean, I wouldn't do that. I'd probably give it to like charity or like family, you know what I mean? But like if I did have enough money to where I could just like burning it, just throwing it in the fire. I mean, would I reply to a Twitter post? I don't think I would. You know, I would send a video of me burning money. If he did that, I don't care if it's pennies. If he just showed himself burning, it could be play money. That would be so funny.
While he's
I'll go subscribe to his channel right now.
The play version of A Christmas Carol at Carnegie Hall is garbage due to its good ending. Christine's Strossum gal pal, Kim Wilson, left a comment on her post, writing that Cole had a different experience with his mother than Chris did, and his feelings about her should be treated as valid. On June 29th, she made 2 videos for YouTube, in the first of which she asks for more donations and apologizes to the male gender.
We get an apology?
I do have a couple of announcements to make. We received a good number of donations.
Okay, move on. Get to the apology.
We could still do better, and
That's so crazy. Guys, we have gotten so many donations, but I think we still got more energy in us. I think we could donate a little bit more. Let's shoot for 40. Like, the entitlement is bonkers.
Yeah, it's fair. We've managed for the most part. Anyway, I also have a most sincere and direct apology to all the males worldwide around the world, of which the details come to my attention that we have more than in common.
Chris, we have a lot in... Whoa. Chris and a lot of us have a lot in common. Okay? Not me as an individual. I need to make that perfectly clear. Me as an individual do not have a lot in common with Chris. Besides, like, video games. And Legos, at times. Got that same controller, too. I mean, it's whatever.
I wrote it down, so go read my apology. Gentlemen of the world, I have learned and realized that y'all, as a male, are okay. All people, female and male, are more alike than we realize. We are all the same inside the womb. Half of us...
You wrote down? I didn't mean to curse, y'all. My fault. Editor side, you gotta edit out now that I acknowledged it. You gotta edit it out now that I talked about it. You wrote this down? There must not have been a proofreading process. There couldn't have been. Why am I surprised? Why am I ever surprised when something is terrible? I stay being surprised. It's like my brain gets wiped after every part.
Us come out changed from that, and half of us gets to remain unchanged. And really the difference between genders is the one mutation created by the chromosome, and the varying levels of mentality and ability individual.
I'm just saying, you know, like, I read somewhere that when you're in the womb, you're all like the woman, like you're like a girl, basically, when you're in the womb. And then you evolve into a guy if you become a boy. So really, we're just the evolved versions of humans in general. So I'm just saying, you know, you guys hate on us. That's like the people in the MCU hate on the mutants. You know what I mean? Just as messed up, man. Just saying. I'm not saying I got, like, you know, mutant powers or nothing, but if I did, who's gonna stop me?
And for putting y'all down as a group, I deeply apologize. Deeply and sincerely.
I honestly do believe, Chris, you becoming trans was probably the best thing you could have done for the men community. I think that's the best thing you could have done for the male community. When you became trans and it became the women's problem, oh, absolute cinema. You love to see it.
I respect you each as people and individuals. I still maintain the respectable arm's length distance when being approached in person.
And when does that happen? Bro started thinking about.
Chris states that she has a
Bro started thinking about it. It's like, happened at least once.
allegedly cured herself of autism through the use of binaural beats.
Maybe I didn't hear that right. Maybe I'm just a freaky frog. Let me hear that
cured
again.
herself of autism through the use of binaural beats.
Binaural beats. Is that what he said? I heard something that started with an A. It was two words. The first word starts with an A, second word starts with a B, and it rhymes with beats. That's what I heard. I'm just a freaky off frog sometimes. My fault, yo. That's why I'm wearing green today.
I've actually been on a subliminal project, as a lot of you, or some of you, may have been aware of through my history or whatever that I try to keep private amongst my YouTube settings. But I have been enjoying for the past...
Let's do a drinking contest. Every time Chris says amongst or among, you take a drink. I don't, because I don't think I can drink on here, but I'll keep a tab and then I'll go check it in later.
3 months. The get rid of autism subliminal. The one that actually works in 3 months. You listen 3 times per day. 3 to 6 times. I have been doing it, and I've actually found myself more mentally capable. I do not blank out as much. I feel a little bit faster in mental processing.
That's great. Sign this. That's right, buddy. You just outed yourself. Go ahead and sign it. Write your name down. Write today's date. Get to filling it out. You're just out here and said that you're able to get a job. Go ahead. Go get a job.
And I feel a whole lot better. So with that, I'm essentially cured of autism. Oh, and also I've actually been able to socialize better out in public. So that's another good deal right there. I'm going to put the link underneath this video. And those of y'all with autism, try it for yourself. 3 times per day.
What is in the sound, though? Like, I'm trying to wrap my head around this. Like, what is in the sound that would cure autism? Like, I was imagining like it was some kind of like motivational like video where it's like, you don't have autism, you don't have autism, you don't have autism. But now I'm starting to think it's like just noises, right? It's like it's some kind of beats. So it's like If you have autism, let me know if I just cured it. You're welcome.
It worked for me.
Ah, Share Factory used to be that thing. Share Factory. I used to go crazy on Share Factory.
Christine wrote a post on the news aggregate and discussion site Reddit, specifically in the subreddit dedicated to discussing the series of YouTube channels run by an organization of creators known collectively as Planet Dolan. In her post, she revealed her opinions regarding a revelation learned from a recent Planet Dolan video. Hey, boys, get ready to
Can males be born with a hidden... I mean, like, yeah, right? Aren't some people born with both genitalia? I don't know. See, like, because if I was born with both parts, because I imagine, right? I imagine you lose out on the whole, like nuts thing, right? I feel like you lose that completely. I don't know. I feel like it just wouldn't be, like, you know, it's like, why? Why do I got that? But like it's almost like I would have to commit to the coochie because it's like I can't just regrow the nuts. You know what I mean? Like the nuts are still going. Like even if I just sewed up the cooch, the nuts are gonna still be there. So if I cut off the meat, you know, the whole coochie would be there, I assume. I mean, maybe not. Maybe not. I just kind of took a second to think about what I'm talking about right now. And I realize my volume is very high for a conversation that is very low. I'm talking way louder than I need to for a conversation about this.
have your minds blown. As Planet Dolan has said, everyone is female inside the womb until if and when the Y chromosome mutates the girl to be a boy. Which, when you really think about it, with everyone being female initially, even pre-birth, being manly or manliness is very much made up.
Okay, what? What? So now this is made up because we evolved from that. But wouldn't that just mean that what we're doing is just the upgraded form? Like, really think about it. If me and my sister, right, were born at the exact same time, we're identical twins, and I became a boy and she stayed a girl, am I not just a digivolved version of my sister? I can do everything she can do. Well, not everything, right? There's like childbirth and all that. I can't really do that. But I can do anything else that she, except for like, I guess like, again, I feel like I would be able to have periods. So, I mean, that's a plus. I mean, think about that. Men evolved to not have periods. Like what? That's insane. We don't get enough credit for that.
Anyhow, and you can try this at
next time Next time a woman tells me about how bad her periods are, I'm gonna tell her just to evolve. So if y'all see me with a black eye, just know that's where I got it.
Home in private. Push, maybe tough, into the center of the skin patch between your legs, the taint. You may find 1 or 2 grooves hidden under there. One of them, yes, is your unbirthable vagina, since the uterus would be shrunk during the Y mutation. Punchline, if every gay male knew about this, all they'd have to do is cut their taint, and they'd have a new hole to play with. Seriously though, maybe professional sugary would be best for that business opening. Or, for the price of Wi-Fi and your YouTube viewing device, you could try opening it in as soon as 6 months. Less if listened to more often with a subliminal track.
Okay, I've reached a point of insanity with Chris to where I'm not even gonna just refute what he's saying anymore. I'm just gonna actually talk about it as if it's very possible. So if I were to cut my taint open, right, that little piece of my gooch, right, cut it open, popped open a little cooter, right, why would I want a cooch? I mean, like, okay, effectively, right? If we could find a way to have guys still get pregnant from their now subterranean cooch, wouldn't that just make women kind of just irrelevant? If we could just figure out a way for guys to have babies, because I could just loop the plug back into myself and just make another me. I've just become, what was it? Starts with an A. Ah, God, I wish I paid attention in science class more. It's that thing like Piccolo can do. We just cough out an egg and just have a child. I forgot what it's called, but you guys know. You guys are smarter than me. You guys know, right? I could just make a clone of myself. And little side pops out. Hey guys, he's like a little mascot for the channel. It's just like, hey guys, run around and do crazy shit.
On July 9th, Chris made a lengthy video on YouTube featuring several announcements.
Hello everybody, this is a tired Christine Chandler coming to you live from home once again with announcements. I have been made aware that the recent video logs for reading Rainbows, Unicorns, and the Bluebird Happiness are not very popular. Well, you can definitely blame that on Mr. Bill, because he was the one that suggested I do it.
So I have a few series on this channel, right? That was recommended to me by a friend. I'm letting you guys know right now. From now on, any recommendations for a series that doesn't perform at least a 5 out of 10, I'm blaming you by name. By name, by address, by photo. They will know what you've done. Just throwing Mr. Bill under the bus. Throwing him under the bus, hopping in and peeling off. So crazy.
Anyway, and then I have been made aware that y'all would like maybe something original, and in the lines of like a day in my life. But guess what? I tell you what, my days have been short lately, and I know that in my subconscious there's a new thing that's gonna press on my anxiety and stress levels and just totally drain me all over again, where I'm not gonna feel like doing anything. Just drives me bonkers.
Let me walk you guys through my day of life. Okay? I don't do enough for it to be a video, right? So I'm like, this is the idea that I'm not working, I'm just at home. Day in the life. Wake up, open my phone, scroll for like maybe 20 minutes, right? Just enough to get like what I missed when I was asleep. Check messages, check social media, get up, go to the bathroom, brush my teeth, wash my face, right? If Kira's still asleep, I'd bother him a little bit. Then lay in bed and play games. That's it. That's my day. You want to know why these videos aren't coming out? That's because I'm just too lazy. Just too unbothered. What are you gonna do about it, huh? You're gonna unsubscribe? Well, don't do that. So I'll calm down. Right? Summer Christian's coming. Let's just be at peace for a little bit, y'all.
And then the finances. Always with the finances here. The mortgage, the bills, everything. I know you don't want to hear this shit because y'all have these problems yourselves in your own way. But you know what? I'm in over my head.
You know, that's, you know what? You know, I'm not even gonna, I can't even rag on Chris for that one. You know, that happens. That's a real thought that people have, and that's a valid emotion. You know, people need to vent sometimes. I was about to say why we talking about it, but sometimes people just need to get out there. I'm not gonna judge that. Acknowledging the problem's first step of solving it. All that.
I don't hear anything from Sega officially, and I really would prefer actually to get in the mailbox physically at home. I don't check my emails that often, even though my lay friends do. And sometimes they have to thin out the trolls and whatnot. But I'll tell you what, official Sega representative.
I wonder what Chris's email box looks like. It's probably just like
him or herself.
It's just like there's like a 50 email block of just like death threats. There's like 40 of just like, hey, my name is Kelsley and I want to have sex. That's like probably like a good 50, 60. And then there's like a solid 10 that are like, just stop uploading. It will get better. Just stop. And I'm in that 10. I'm in those 10 messages.
To me, and then we could actually get talking right here in Ruckersville. No.
Devon Ruckersville. Whoa.
And Sachu is actually, I believe, could be the next big thing for Sega. Guess you help pull Sonic out of the ground. With all the darn fan fiction directions, should have kept it original, Sega. Stick to the original plots and whatnot. Not change a darn thing, including the arm color change.
I forgot about that beef.
I resolved with the new Mario and Sonic Olympic game. And then on. Finances. Mortgage payments. We really could use some more money around here, because as quickly as it comes in, it goes out. Because we gotta pay bills and we gotta get food around here. We gotta keep ourselves fed and everything. So please help us. I really do want to deliver new Sonic and Roastu content, but it's hard for me to get back to the pages and drawing with all this stress in my life.
Notice how Chris is saying the stress and not like, oh, all the stuff I have to do to make money. It's stopping me. It's preventing me from being creative. It's like, I'm so stressed. Like, honestly, when it comes to stress, I'm in the mindset that at a certain point, I get stressed out too. I'm not gonna act like I don't. But I get to a certain point where I'm just like, I'm still stressing myself over about this one thing. Like, it gets to a point where I get tired. You know, it's like a statute of limitation. It's like mentally, I'm like, I can't stress about something for more than like 5 hours. I feel like then I'm just wasting time. Because if I'm not doing something to stop me from being stressed out for 5 hours, I don't really care that much. I couldn't have cared that much. If I'm allowing myself just to sit there and be stressed without thinking of a way to solve the problem, why am I letting it bother me? Message.
And I really would like to be able, I should have made little to no progress on the orders from Etsy store. I mean, I'm working on getting myself motivated to do all that. And if I had the money,
I'm not that I'm working on it. I'm working on getting myself motivated to start doing it. That's like 3 steps away from actually doing it. Oh man, I'm writing. I'm taking notes. This is actually comedy gold.
Reimburse everybody, but I don't have $1,000 or so. It's all got to go out to the food, the bills, everything, and it's driving me crazy.
So animated. It's like a cartoon.
Nice. Help. Please help. Help keep me and my mother fed. 74 years old she is.
Oof.
2 dogs. 2 cats. Got a family of kittens in the backyard.
Got a family to feed,
And I'm still looking for my sweetheart. You think I'm famous enough to...
That is so irrelevant. That is beyond irrelevant right now. That's like, you're trying to get a touchdown, and right now you're talking about polo. You're talking about water sports. That is beyond irrelevant. You're talking about you got a family to feed, and now you're looking for a partner. That's more family. That's more family to feed. I thought we was done this. I thought we were done. Damn. You're still looking for a sweetheart.
Actually able to get women. I have not been so fortunate. And yes, I've only had sex 2 times, ever, in my lifetime, so I'm not a virgin. And they were both in the same month, and that was more than 4 years ago.
Wasn't that with a I don't know a proper way to say it. Wasn't it with a prostitute? I remember one was. I definitely remember one was, because I remember him telling us the story about what it was like. But was it the second time with a prostitute? I'm gonna say yes, but someone correct me on that if I'm wrong, because it just doesn't. I don't know. Memory just didn't lock onto that.
You think your life
Sigh.
because you're dwelling in your mother's basement, you darn dirty internet trolls and cyber bullies.
What's that for me for? Sigh. Send that one out too, please. Thank you. Love you. What I do? What the hell? You're in this situation. This is you're in this problem. Why are you attacking me? Don't lash out on me.
Think of how it is in my head. I wish Cole Smithy would help us, but he's in New York being greedy, throwing his money away into the fire.
If I was Cole, I don't know.
His own mother.
I'm sure Cole's seeing this and he's like, I'm gonna be the bigger man and I'm just not gonna respond to it. Could be me. Could not be me. I would I could in all actuality be like financially just screwed. And if I would have saw that, I'd be like, I would took out my last $22, got them all at once, right to the fire pit, recorded it, sent it right to Chris. You ain't getting none of it. It doesn't matter. It's not about the money. It's about sending a message.
To help pay her back for putting him to the schools, the college, and a brand new car that was new in about 1980 or so.
A brand new car.
And Alan Carroll could help me out because I'm still their half sibling.
Just the
And
entitlements.
with our late father being in the memory, he comes visit me in my dreams nearly every night. Day, I don't know, I'm on a night schedule right now, and I'm trying to get back on a day schedule. It's difficult. My subconscious doesn't want to give me out of bed because I know something is...
The best way, if anyone else is struggling with the whole like staying up at night and then going to sleep throughout the day and they want to fix it, this is what I did, because I used to do that a lot too. What I would do is I would find a day, right, and I'll sleep in. If I sleep during it, if I sleep during the day, I would stay awake until like, I'll try to wake up at like 12, right? So wake up before you normally would, and then you stay up that entire night, right? And this is where it becomes tricky. Then you have to stay up the next day all the way through until nighttime, and then you crash, and then you'll force yourself to go to sleep, and then you'll wake up in the daytime, and then you'll set your schedule. It's very difficult. So I will not advise it if you're not able to just stay up comfortably or if you have something to do. This is not something you do like when you have you have to go to work or something. This is something you do when you're on a day off, right? It will reset your schedule. Trust me. I'm not a doctor, but I should be.
Remember me crazy that day. Every day. Something crazy. I get drained. Oh well. That's it. Have a good day.
Why is it off center? That bothers me.
On July 10th, Chris asked her Facebook readers for $20 or $50 via PayPal. This was soon followed.
I ain't gonna lie. When I be seeing people post stories like, yo, who can let me hold $15 for food? Yo, who can let me hold $20 so I can get wraps? When I tell y'all, I laugh. I audibly laugh when I see those. I do. And I click and I skip and it makes my day slightly better. You can say karma's gonna give me all you want, but guess what? I'm still gonna skip those stories.
followed by the first in a series of 4 short
Oh,
videos
what?
in which she asks for money.
That was karma. I'm sorry.
$50 American. Hey, boy, please donate. We need the money right now.
In the second video, she provided some comic relief in exchange for
The
donations.
booger in the nose is crazy.
I don't know, hey, maybe a little comedy will help. Inspire you to donate big amounts. I'm a little piggy, here's my snout. Oink, 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 oink.
This is almost
I'm a little
sad.
piggy, here's the meme. Oink, 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 here's my snout.
The third video seemed to be a result of a request from a possibly willing donator, either the YouTuber Mysterious Mr. Enter or someone pretending to be him.
By request of the mysterious Mr. Enter. Flub, 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 flub.
Let me catch any of my friends donating to Chris using my name. Using my name? Oh my lord. We're gonna need some GoFundMe's for your funeral, buddy.
Flub, flub, flub.
Chris proceeds to say the word flub a total of 86 times. In the final video, she thanks her donator for their contribution.
My mother and I, we have received the minimum $20 that we required.
Don't say it like that.
For our immediate emergency. But there is a bigger emergency. My mother still has her teeth problem. So further donations are greatly appreciated to help pay for that.
I ain't gonna lie, once I put over 100, I own a piece of your mother, bro. It's like investing in stocks. I own like a share or something. Like I have to be like her other son or something like that, because if this woman was a car, she'll have every light on. It'll be lighting up like a Christmas tree. Cause what? Asthma problems, teeth problems. Like I know that happens when you get old, but golly.
Okay. But anyway, thank you to everyone who individually totaled up the minimum $20 we need right now. Have a good, safe day.
It's my money. I need it now.
On July 12th,
Knuckles.
Christine revealed on Facebook that she had been watching the animated series Sonic Boom and complained about the portrayal of the character Knuckles, writing that his grammar and common sense used to be more normal. She attributed his decrease in intellect to a possible takeover of his brain by the Y chromosomes. The next day,
Big pardon?
Chris wrote that she was feeling stressed, dizzy, and mentally lost. She soon after wrote that she had taken an online personality test and found that she was kind, but thought that either bad people had taken maladvantage of her kindness or not enough people around her noticed her positive qualities. On that same day, Chris uploaded a YouTube video centered on her mother, Barbara.
My name is Barbara Chandler. I presently am in need of financial help to get dental work done. That's expensive. I'm asking for donations towards my dental repairs. Any amount.
I mean this with all respect, I assure you. Why is Barbara a robot? Why is she talking? Imagine if I got on here and I started talking like that. Hello, I am, and I am reacting to a Christian comprehensive history. See, like that was already like 30 seconds. That was already like half the video. Imagine if every time I paused, I did that. Oh Lord. Even the dog had the dog's done.
The expense is large. Thank you for
Is Chris holding a gun behind this camera?
consideration.
On July 14th, Chris advertised on Facebook that she was selling a Pokemon card, which she won as part of a sweepstakes sponsored by game publisher Wizards of the Coast in the year 2000 or 2001 on eBay, setting the starting bid at $50. Bidding on the card soon exceeded $300 due
Okay.
to Weens leaving troublesome bids.
Okay,
Christine
never
soon
mind.
after listed more Pokemon cards up for sale, set at $100 each, and only available as buy it now items, possibly to deter Weens from bidding falsified amounts, since by this time, her first Pokemon card listed up for sale had currently reached a bid of over $9,000. Also on
When I was a kid, I used to want to bid so bad, but I was broke, and I didn't know how. I thought like if I bid, then like someone could just outbid me and immediately take it, and I thought like if like I bid, then I'll automatically have to pay. I was like, dang. I still have never. I might do that. I might do that one day. I might get into the bid game.
she revealed that she had downloaded the new mobile game, Pokemon Go, but was wary of playing it due to the cons mentioned in a video by YouTuber JWitz. Chris added that she might not ever play the game because of stresses and anxieties in her life.
I remember when I first downloaded Pokemon Go, I thought it was gonna be like a game where you move your character around on the screen and then you catch Pokemon like that. Man, I felt I had to walk outside around the neighborhood. I was like, never mind, bro. You can keep it. You got it, bro. Like, I have family members that loved Pokemon Go. I have family members that was like religiously playing Pokemon Go. And I just was like, I'm not traveling nowhere to get no Pokemon. No, this is like Digimon, but without the cool stuff. Like, this is actually just Digimon. I have to go out, actually find the digital monster, and I have to catch it. Digimon could have made a bag off of doing a Digimon Go. Oh, man. I know they were upset when they saw what Pokemon was doing. Ooh, to be in that room.
The next day, Christine posted a photo of a bag branded with My Little Pony character Sweetie Belle, looking downtrodden and expressing the sentiment of meh. Chris added context to her post. That's how I'm feeling right now. Please, at least help me with buying one or both of my Pokemon cards right now. P.S. I am not on any drugs, nor have I ever smoked. You accusing, prevaricating, internet trolls, and cyberbullies.
Maybe if Chris
And
did
I
smoke.
suppose my mother and
Be
I
more
and
chill.
our 2 dogs can starve, since nobody wants to donate to actually help us here at home anymore.
Stuff like this right here. Like, okay, I might have to like get out of this, you know, just in case for like future purposes. But if someone came to me with this energy, I would actually laugh in your face. Like, unironically laugh in your face and say, yes, I do want your 2 dogs to starve. Like, I hate when people like do that in titles. Like, you must want this to happen because you're not doing this thing I want you to do. I don't got time for that. Yes, I do. I want that to happen. I don't care.
Ugh. In the replies, Kim Wilson stated that Chris was indeed not smoking drugs, but was on Lipitor, her medication, and had allegedly tried marijuana.
Ooh.
Jessica Quinn encouraged Chris to build up
Just to clarify, I'm talking about the cannabis you got from Bobby Marley at Omega. That's Omega, y'all. That's Omega. Why was I struggling with Omega? Omega Con, not the stuff you were offered at Impulse. Okay.
confidence in order for things to get better. Kim later added that Chris should refrain from using complicated words, like prevaricate, which may make her appear to be dumb, as she tries to make it seem like she was more educated than she actually was. On July 18th, Kiwi Farms user Koozbane, using the alias George, texted Chris, asking if she would record a video for his girlfriend Amber to celebrate their anniversary. After receiving the details concerning the message of the video, Chris asked to be paid $50. She ended up recording and then uploading the video on YouTube.
You didn't get the money
before getting
first?
paid. Koozbane later revealed that he refused to give any money to Chris. This was also notable.
That's just terrible
the first
business
video in
practice.
6 years to feature a captain's log introduction.
Captain's log, stardate, July 18th, 2014. Christine Chandler coming to you live from home once again.
Man, what was I doing in 2014? I was probably playing Xenoverse 1.
You're a fraud, Spider-Man!
I was probably like 2014 was what? How old was I? I was some age. I was probably still playing Xenoverse 1 at that point.
To start us off on this thing, I have
It's crazy that 2015 is becoming nostalgic.
From George to his girlfriend Amber,
Amber?
personalized anniversary video. Well, George, you're lucky to have Amber, I tell you what. Anyway, to Amber, happy anniversary. I love you so much. This has been the best 6 months of my life, and all to you. You make my life so wonderful. I hope this is only the beginning to the rest of our lives. From George to Amber, happy anniversary, y'all. If you want, my brain's gone trying to.
That's it. Like that's I don't get trolls. I don't get these trolls because they're either like Blue Spike where they do some crazy stuff, like some deplorable things, and then you got people like this that are just like, I'm gonna get Chris to say I love this girl named Amber, but there is no Amber. It's like just be bored. Like you're just bored. You're actually like, this is a lot for nothing. This is like, you didn't even pay. Like, it would have been one thing just like part of a greater scheme to be like, yes, I'm gonna pay Chris this one time, and so next time Chris believes that she's going to get paid when I ask for this crazier thing. This was it. This was step one and done.
Stress, anxiety. Yep. Well, anyway, so alright, so reminder that I'll do personal videos for $50 a pop.
That's crazy.
Just like I did for George and
Yo, I'll do personal videos for $5. For real. Go ahead. Hit my email. Hit my SaimirShogun@gmail.com. Go ahead, hit that. Put it has to be like, it can only be like maybe 2 sentences. $5, 2 sentences, $2.50 per line. Hit me up on Cash App. I'll record a little video, We will go ahead, hit it up.
There, but since my shop is down, I'll take it, the requests via text message to my phone number, which will be located right underneath this video. So we'll do the arrangements.
Putting your phone
there,
number out to the internet
video
can't be
recording
the smartest
so on
idea.
and so forth. Anyhow, long day. No comment on my personal life. No confirm or deny to rumors or facts, whichever. Anyway, that's it for now. Thank you, and have a good day. Have a good day.
I don't think you
As a
really
result
meant
of
that.
Chris publicly releasing her phone number to discuss making commissioned videos, she received a large amount of text messages from people wanting her to make videos reciting texts that were for the most part discreetly mocking of her character.
Homosexual known as Josh has paid me $50 in United States currency to make this video. He is truly a crazy fucking idiot for doing so. His words, not mine. He wanted me to tell his friend Nicole that she is an attractive slut and that he admires her greatly and appreciates her filthy whore face. Happy early birthday, you magnificent piece of human garbage.
There's so many good lines in this video. You magnificent piece of human garbage. I'm using that.
You are such trash, and we all love you a lot. On a more serious note,
Brother's typing in
Josh
bipolar.
also wanted me to remind you that, I, Christine, am now and I've always been a worthwhile human being that deserves a great amount of respect and gratitude for over the years of creativity and effort I have poured forth. Please take a moment out of each day to think about the tremendous good I have done for you and others and what you could do to give back. Be the hero that you feel inside. Be the science you that's in your heart. And go fast. Go to PayPal and buy a personalized video just like Josh did. With much love, Josh asked me to bid you a fond farewell, and may lightning hedgehogs guide you to a path of happiness.
I don't think this is real, y'all.
Well, Nicole, at least he appreciates you.
Over the course of the next 9 days, she released 9 videos, which were made as part of her commissioned video plan she
Is that the
devised in
Beatles?
the absence of her Etsy store. These included her singing the Beatles song, Yellow Submarine.
Please don't. Please don't catch this copyright system.
We all live in a hippopotamus, a hippopotamus, a hippopotamus. We all live in a hippopotamus.
Wait! What was that? What did I just see? What? Why? Why did it go down there? I was like, you know what? This wasn't that bad. I'm not really getting traumatized this time. It's just Chris being weird. Okay, that's fun. And then out of nowhere, it's like, hey, buddy, you want to see something? Just nothing but gooch. I just saw pure gooch. I'm gonna censor that out of the video. I don't care. I'm censoring that in the video. And normally I'm like, if I'm watching on YouTube, I'll keep whatever like is on here, because if it's on here and I'm reacting to it, then I can obviously put it on YouTube. But I don't care. I'm taking that out. I'm censoring that. You know, if y'all want to know what I seen, go check this part out. We're at 29 minutes and 22 seconds. I saw some improper dressing. It's a dress code violation.
Hippopotamus sitting on my head.
And a video in which she sings a supposed song called Fuck Fuck Shake My Boobies.
Fuck, 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 shake my boobies, shake my boobies, shake my boobies, wee.
Like I do kind of hope that someone out there is feeling that same feeling I'm feeling right now. And if you are, thank you, because now I feel like I'm not solely being eroded mentally by myself. I feel like I can lean on someone to help me in these trying times. But if you're not, all I have to ask is how? My entire being is just being ripped apart at the seams, and I'm forced to witness it. I just can't explain. It's like, I just can't explain it. I can't explain it better than that.
Because of the content of this video, it was soon removed, and her YouTube channel received a strike, leaving it one more strike away from being removed and terminated entirely, about which she complained in the Facebook post. This also prevented her from uploading any new videos for 2 weeks. It was around this time that Christine became depressed because allegedly some unknown lesbians told her that she was not a real female because she did not have a vagina. Believing that the subliminal frequency video—
But Chris, you got the X-Acto knife. You can prove them wrong. All right, we talked about the theory. You can prove them wrong. Remember, just right there at the goose, just and then, you know, bada bing, bada boom.
videos she had been watching on YouTube were having a positive effect on her. Chris thought that her inner labia was beginning to grow underneath her taint, or the space between her testicles and her anus.
Wait. So, wait, I misunderstood the entire plot of this. So Chris thinks that, like, your actual gooch is the cooch. The cooch. What I was thinking was that it was beneath the balls to the gooch. I thought, like, that whole part, well, that would be a pretty big gooch, huh? Pretty big cooch. That'd be like a, god damn, that'd be a huge cooch. Why'd I even think that? Oh my goodness. That's like this. I don't know. Look, I don't know how long your guys' gooches are, but that's like this much cooch. God dang.
After drinking some alcohol, she took a knife and cut open a gash in her taint, thinking it would release her labia, trapped underneath. She then took photos of it and published them on the image hosting site, Imager. On
What? I was joking. I was joking so hard. I did not think it was gonna. Wait. We haven't done this in a long time. Okay. Now, if you don't know, if you're just watching this video, not intended for you. Normally what happens when something like this pops up, I'll pull it up on the other monitor and I'll look at it so I can kind of like really understand the gravity of the situation. I'm gonna do it. Y'all. I haven't done it in a long time. You best be sure I'm opening incognito. You best believe, and I'm not showing none of y'all this. Y'all just gotta go off my reaction.
A few moments later.
Oh, here it is. What? Oh, what? What? No. Okay. Okay. So to describe it to you guys, imagine a pistachio. Now imagine if I pressed a pistachio on my taint, and then someone took a hammer and just... and then took the pistachio out, and there was a hole the size of a pistachio that was created from that event. That is probably the easiest way to describe it without getting my entire channel nuked. Whew.
July 24th, Christine made a Facebook post concerning her labia, but implied that it had naturally burst out and opened. Announcement. As a number of online people may be aware, I have been grooving with the subliminal frequencies and binaural beats towards my transition from male to female body. The source being the Subliminal Frequency Hypnosis Wizards Binaural Beats channel on YouTube. Last March, I've started simple with growing my breasts out with their breast growth hormone track. It worked to my amazement at a full inch outward per week in about 2 months. I've also listened to change my nipples to teats, as well as begin producing breast milk. Also, related, from a separate track on another channel, I have eased and cured the worst of my autism too. But since last May, I decided to take it a step further and begin my transition from male to female with the penis to vagina tracks, including the individual organ changing tracks, and for a while the intersex track.
What is this violin in
And
the
2
background?
Fridays ago, July 15th, while I slept that night, my labia started splitting open, and I found the initial hole and blood the next morning, and over the few days that followed, the labia opened to its full length, and I've been dealing with the blood that came out. I have been keeping it clean,
It sounds
daily
so
monitoring
uncomfortable.
it, and treating it with rubbing alcohol. I have started the wheels in motion for the full HRT and SRS by seeing my doctor last Friday, because I felt like I didn't want to wait much longer to fully become the woman that I should have been born as. With that, I have uploaded a photo of my labia onto Imager for all 18-plus-year-old individuals to see. But I do not want to be overrun with tabloid and paparazzi attention over this, or have a total big deal made. As for my own statement to quote, I will state the following: have belief and faith in what your body can do, and with such binaural beats and frequencies, as well as persistence and patience, what you'd like can happen for you. Her Facebook friends and onlookers from Kiwi Farms showed great concern over her situation. Null.
Fuck it, I'm out. That is so real. Oh, actually, it's so real.
The administrator of the farms informed a medical professional about Chris's condition, and they felt that if the hole was the result of her past infected taint piercing, there was a great chance that she could die because of it. Kiwi Farms user Doc Cassidy wrote several text messages to Chris, begging her to go to the hospital, to which she replied that she had gone to the hospital the previous night and found that there was no infection. She soon after wrote a brief post to publicly announce her alleged medical examination of the previous night. Jessica Quinn commented that Chris should seek a second opinion and then provide proof that she had gone to the doctor. Christine later edited her post to state that she had gone to the doctor on that same day, rather than the previous night. After receiving numerous messages of concern for her health, Christine soon followed up with a short post which stated that the photos were allegedly faked to troll the trolls. On that same day, she made another Facebook post showing that she had gotten a woman card in support of politician Hillary Clinton's presidential campaign, and also that she had gotten a new driver's license which stated that her given name was Christine and that she was female. 2 days later, Kiwi Farms user Innocuous Banter sent some text messages to Chris, attempting to learn more about her current health situation. Chris informed them that she had gone to the doctor and apparently was told that her labia was coming in good, and that it would finish growing in a few months. Marvin of the Kiwi Farms and other former trolls close to her tried their hardest to convince Christine to go to the emergency room and provide proof of it. She later sent them the prescription she received as proof, but upon checking it, they determined that she had lied about her condition, as her medication seemed to be for testicular pain rather than her self-inflicted.
I'm sorry. This is like actually a lot. This is, my brain is getting overpowered with just the average. What the hell am I watching? Once we hit the gas, we just never stopped, huh? So the medicine was actually for balls, not cooch, which is a big problem when your main concern is about the oncoming cooch, right? The cooch arriving. I feel like a doctor would look at this and be like, excuse me, what the actual freak? Well, that's not supposed to be there. You know? I don't think those just pop in. I don't think they just grow. I could be, again, I'm not a doctor. I should be, though. I don't know if they just pop in, though. I don't think they just show up in the gooch, and especially not the gooch area, because that's not even where it would be, right? Well, maybe. I don't know. Maybe. I always imagine it would be like under where the meat is, like where the balls are. I imagine that's where it would be. And every time I start this conversation, I realize that it sounds absolutely insane. I feel like anyone that could hear it, like my window's open right now, anyone that's walking by and can hear this conversation is probably calling the police on me. So we should hurry this up so I can get through all these parts.
Taint wound. After aggressive persistence, Chris sought proper attention to get her wound treated, after which time she deleted her Facebook posts regarding her labia and tried to avoid the topic online. According to Marvin, Christine had believed that her labia was going to sprout out at some time, but by cutting her taint open, she thought she could accelerate the process.
This has to be insanity. This has to be like
On
a form of
July
insanity.
28th, she made a new paid video for YouTube. To evade the 2-week-long ban, she created a new YouTube channel, Christine Chandler, in order to upload it.
Sexual intimacy will
goddamn
no longer
cup.
be intimate. They have to be as mundane conversation. We will be monitored by artificial intelligence.
AI?
With every medium for our own protection.
What are you doing here?
And humans will always feel inclined to erode morality through slogans relating to love and freedom, believing that it is part of evolution, conditioned from birth to worship the institution.
2 days later, she uploaded another video to her second YouTube channel, a reading of the 2008 novelette written by the troll Vivian G, which up to this point was left unread.
Yeah. Anyway, so yes, we have been busy around here. We've been going out lots and lots of boxes, and I should go ahead through them since we moved back here. Anyway, among which I found a book that I have been curious about for a while, because I never actually never read it.
Honestly, look, I know Chris stutters all the time through this, and I don't know if I mentioned it. This might be one of the times where I don't know if I said this, but if I stuttered that bad, like I know I stutter sometimes, it happens, but if I stuttered like every other sentence, y'all wouldn't be seeing me. I'm gonna be real, y'all wouldn't be seeing me if I stuttered that bad. Not saying like if you stutter you can't like make videos. I'm saying if I stuttered, I wouldn't be making no video. That would bother the hell out of me. If I had to watch myself be like even sometimes when I do stutter, I'd be like, oh, God damn. Like if I was like, hey guys, we're gonna watch a damn. this channel wouldn't be here, yo. Wouldn't have been here. Wouldn't have made it past the first month, to be honest with you.
A girl who brought down the world, boo, survived a house fire, boo. You know, the one that the author had actually sent me, the proof copy. So anyway, I have been curious, so I'm gonna start reading it now. In another video series. And this is on my own personal merit. Nobody has paid me or asked me to do this.
I believe it. Truly.
Okay, chapter 1, Neighbors. Hello, my name is Kid. I'm just a cute girl. At least, that's what everyone tells me. I don't have many friends in the city I live in.
She would eventually make 2 more videos reading through the book, covering the first 4 chapters. In early August, Barbara Chandler was sued by Capital One Bank for unpaid debts. The hearing was set to take place on September 14th of that year. Christine was also ordered to pay fines amounting to $111 for failing to acquire licenses for the family's dogs. Also during this time, Chris was keeping busy with clearing out old boxes from the family's house, which had been lying stagnant ever since they moved back in a year and a half ago.
The one thing I do love when like I move, I love the first moment where I get to decide how I'm gonna design my room. Like my room right now, you guys can't see it all, but when I first moved in, I already knew how I wanted to do this room. Like this whole room was already set in stone. Like there's stuff I added, definitely. Like the katanas in the background, like this wall right here, this was added in post. This was added afterwards. But like the desk placement, you know, the camera setup, all this was already. I've been thought of this. I'm not new to this. I already moved once. Yeah, how many of y'all were here when I moved into that last house? And let me know down below. Y'all some real ones.
This made her unavailable to respond to mounting text messages or fulfill video orders, but promised that she would return to making videos shortly. On August 6th, Chris shared an article on Facebook which wrote that PayPal had decided to close the accounts for the Quickie and the Kiwi Farms due to the harm the sites caused unto others. Chris called herself the top victim of the criminals and asked if PayPal would provide her with compensation in return. On August 8th, she regained the ability to upload videos on her original channel after a 2-week-long ban and continued her paid video campaign.
Hello, this is Christine Chandler coming to you from my home once again. Hey, Shelly, from your husband?
He's cheating.
He definitely wishes you a happy birthday, and I'll wish you a happy birthday too. Okay? So, you turn another year older, another year wiser. That's good.
Why do you do that? Why does Chris do this? I hate it. I just hate it. I can't stand it. I just don't like when like if I was doing this, right, just saying if I was, you know, taking cameo, like if someone's like, yeah, just say happy birthday, I'd be like, oh, happy birthday, you know, I hope you have a great day, heard you turning such and such, I hope your day is pretty nice, you know, happy birthday to you. I wouldn't just sit there and be like, heard it was your birthday. That's cool. Got any plans? I don't do much for my birthday. Do you like chocolate cake or ice cream cake? Well, yeah. Happy birthday. It's just like it just feels so weird. It just you know.
On August 9th, after the person who bid over $9,000 on her Pokemon card failed to pay for it, Christine relisted the card again on eBay, set at a buy-it-now price of $500. She also listed a VHS release of the Disney film Aladdin, set at a buy-it-now price of $3,000.
Aren't the Black Diamond ones like
believing the
expensive?
claims at the time that the Disney films released as part of the Black Diamond collection were worth thousands of dollars.
Oh.
The next day, she shared an article which reported that a mother and son that were involved in an incestuous relationship were arrested. Chris also let her own feelings on the subject be known. I have a few things to say in response to this article. Firstly, the child was over 18, and surely the mother has talked it out with him before.
God dang it! What is wrong? Why? What foreshadowing is this? What foreshadowing is? And yes, I am standing up so you can see the fit. Look at the shoes. Don't miss them. Why? 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 What Oda level foreshadowing is this? Oh my goodness. Oh, when you say firstly the child was over 18, you lost me. I immediately disconnected. My brain completely just... What? Because why are you justifying that aspect? What? I can't... I can't just... Man, I can't. I can't... I can't do this no more, man. I can't, bro. It's just too much every day. It's too much.
Beforehand, the child might have had social problems, or a situation where socializing or going out to socialize with other people was a greater difficulty. Financial situation to prevent paying someone else to come over and help out in the situation. Moreover, it was the lifelong affections between...
Chris, why does it sound like you describe your situation? Why does it sound like you describe yourself right now? Is this what lays the seeds for what comes when he lays his seeds? Whoa.
between parent and child. Also, the mother probably could not bear any ovum for children anymore. Anyhow, who among everyone in this world has not had a dream of having sex with one of their parents?
Right here! Right here! Who? Right here! Present! What? What?
Never acting on them ever. I, myself, did have dreams of having sex with my mother. Although incest is quite a controversial topic, but there are circumstances where there would be not so much harm as one may think, feel, or believe. The child is over 18. The mother is unable to have any more children at the time. Birth control and protection is available and can be used. In a case of father/daughter, birth control definitely should be used anyhow. Also, consider if the child is adopted, not as much biological. Plus, this offers a chance for better teaching the child how to better satisfy their eventual partners.
I'm gonna be sick,
The
yo.
schools can only teach from books,
I'm
not
not
so
even
much
joking.
practice.
I'm a little bit
And
sick.
nobody wants to end up being a 20 or 30-plus-year-old virgin. I know, that is a huge, enduring pain. Unless the sex act was abusive, hurtful, or would result in an unwanted birth of a physical or mental challenged child. I would not judge or persecute the parent and child. I would encourage the child to socialize more, maybe make it easier for the child to meet more people his/her age. Do not send the mother and son to jail.
I'm sorry. I just need a second. I know General's about to wrap this up in a second. You know, I'll save it. I'll save it.
Kim Wilson commented
Right.
that incest was not harmless like Chris stated, but in fact could cause serious mental issues and emotional scarring, and advised her against taking part in incest. Christine clarified that she had not and would not. As Christine caused herself a medical emergency, she refused to admit that she was bringing herself in harm's way, overcome with the belief that she could transform her body into a true female form. With the overflow of messages of concern and advice, it appeared that rather than observing her every move out of mockery or amusement, there was an increasing number of people watching to make sure she was safe. For Chris continued to prove, day after day, that she could not live her life comfortably on her own.
I'm gonna push against the clouds. They just keep blocking out the sun. All right, y'all. All right, I'm gonna try to say this concisely in one take. One take. Don't have sex with your parents. Don't have sex with anyone in your bloodline. It don't matter if they can have a baby or not. Don't rub nasties with people you're related to. I never thought I had to say that. I never thought that had to be something I had to put on the internet. But do not have sex with your family. It's just so unreal. It's just so unreal. It's all unreal. It's so unreal. It's real, but it's so unreal. It's a conundrum. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hope you guys are becoming as scarred as I am. Some of y'all have been watching this for a while. Some of y'all have been rewatching these parts. So you want to be traumatized again. You love it. You like it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure to like. Sorry. Comment down. What do you think was the craziest thing in this video? We had a lot to choose from. You have a lot of contenders. And subscribe. You know, Summer Christian, coming soon. Yeah, but I've been Sai the guy, and good. Bye. I'm serious. Do not have sex with your family, dude. Please. I'm begging you, please. Don't.